What if the tools to overcome life struggles and emotional challenges were simpler and more accessible than you ever imagined? And why has nobody told me this before? Dr. Julie Smith combines professional insight with practical strategies to help readers understand and navigate their mental health. This is the story of how I used her guidance to manage my emotions, build resilience, and create a more fulfilling life. Through her teachings, I learned that small, intentional actions could pave the way to a deeper sense of balance and happiness. Dr. Smith begins by emphasizing that emotions are not our enemies, but essential signals that guide our actions and decisions. She explains that acknowledging and understanding our feelings is the first step to emotional well-being. Instead of suppressing difficult emotions, she encourages readers to explore them with curiosity and compassion. Emotions, she argues, are our internal messengers, and ignoring them can lead to greater stress and confusion. I began reflecting on my emotional responses to different situations. When I felt anxious or overwhelmed, I asked myself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? This practice helped me identify underlying issues like fear of failure or a need for rest, and allowed me to address them more effectively. Over time, I noticed that simply naming my emotions reduced their intensity and gave me a clearer sense of direction. Dr. Smith's approach reminded me that emotions are temporary and manageable. By recognizing their purpose, I stopped viewing them as obstacles and started using them as tools for personal growth. This shift empowered me to face challenges with greater clarity and confidence. Her insights helped me reframe difficult moments as opportunities for self-awareness and growth, deepening my emotional resilience. Resilience, according to Dr. Smith, is not an innate trait but a skill that can be cultivated. She outlines practical steps for building resilience, such as maintaining a routine, setting achievable goals, and seeking support from others. Resilience, she explains, is about learning to adapt and bounce back from adversity rather than avoiding challenges altogether. I started implementing these strategies by creating a daily routine that included time for self-care and reflection. This structure gave me a sense of stability and control, even during stressful periods. Additionally, I began setting small, realistic goals to build momentum and celebrate progress. For example, instead of overwhelming myself with large tasks, I broke them down into manageable steps that felt achievable. Dr. Smith's emphasis on connection also encouraged me to lean on my support network. Whether it was talking to a trusted friend or seeking professional help, reaching out made a significant difference in my ability to bounce back from setbacks. Her insights taught me that resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the tools to navigate them effectively. With each small victory, I felt my confidence grow, reinforcing my ability to handle future challenges. Anxiety can feel overwhelming, but Dr. Smith offers practical techniques to manage it, such as grounding exercises, mindfulness practices, and reframing negative thoughts. She explains that understanding the physical and mental aspects of anxiety is key to reducing its impact. By learning to recognize anxiety's triggers and physiological responses, we can take steps to regain control. I began practicing mindfulness techniques, like deep breathing and body scans, to calm my nervous system during anxious moments. These exercises helped me stay present and reduce the spiral of worry. I also started journaling my anxious thoughts and challenging their validity, which allowed me to reframe them into more constructive perspectives. For instance, instead of thinking, I can't handle this, I reminded myself, I've overcome similar challenges before. This chapter reminded me that anxiety is a natural response to uncertainty and that it can be managed with patience and practice. Dr. Smith's strategies gave me a sense of control over my emotions and helped me approach challenges with a calmer mindset. Over time, these practices became second nature, equipping me to handle stressful situations with greater ease and confidence. Dr. Smith addresses the challenges of dealing with low mood and depression, offering strategies to break the cycle of negative thoughts and behaviors. She emphasizes the importance of small, manageable actions to create positive momentum. Low mood, she explains, thrives in stagnation, and even the smallest actions can disrupt its grip. I started incorporating activities that brought me joy and a sense of accomplishment, even on tough days. Whether it was going for a short walk, listening to music, or completing a simple task, these small wins helped lift my mood and rebuild my confidence. Dr. Smith's advice to focus on progress rather than perfection resonated deeply with me. By celebrating small victories, I began to shift my focus from what was lacking to what I could achieve. This chapter taught me that taking action, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect of positivity. By shifting my focus from what I couldn't do to what I could, I began to see improvements in my overall well-being. Dr. Smith's guidance reminded me that recovery is a journey, and every step forward counts. Her compassionate approach helped me cultivate patience with myself and trust the process of healing. One of the most transformative lessons from Dr. Smith is the importance of self-compassion. She explains that treating ourselves with kindness and understanding can significantly improve our mental health and resilience. Self-compassion, she notes, is not indulgence but a necessary component of emotional well-being. I started practicing self-compassion by challenging my inner critic and replacing harsh self-judgments with supportive statements. When I made mistakes, I reminded myself that failure is a natural part of growth and that it's okay to be imperfect. This shift helped me build a healthier relationship with myself. I also began using affirmations to reinforce positive self-beliefs, such as, "I am capable of learning and growing." Dr. Smith's insights taught me that self-compassion is not about avoiding responsibility, but about creating a foundation of self-acceptance that enables growth. By being kinder to myself, I found it easier to navigate challenges and maintain a positive outlook. Over time, this practice improved not only my relationship with myself, but also my interactions with others, fostering greater empathy and connection. Dr. Smith emphasizes the importance of balance in maintaining mental health. She encourages readers to prioritize their physical, emotional, and social needs, recognizing that neglecting any one area can affect overall well-being. Balance, she explains, is not about perfection but about alignment with one's values and priorities. I began evaluating how I spent my time and energy, identifying areas where I felt overcommit or depleted. By setting boundaries and saying no to unnecessary obligations, I created more space for activities that nourished me, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies. I also made an effort to schedule downtime, recognizing that rest is essential for productivity and creativity. This chapter reminded me that balance is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing practice. Dr. Smith's guidance helped me create a more sustainable approach to life, where self-care and productivity could coexist harmoniously. By regularly reassessing my priorities, I found it easier to maintain equilibrium and avoid burnout. Dr. Smith highlights the role of perspective in shaping our experiences. She explains that by reframing challenges and focusing on gratitude, we can shift our mindset and find meaning even in difficult situations. Perspective, she argues, is a powerful tool for cultivating resilience and finding joy. I started practicing gratitude by keeping a journal where I noted 3 things I was thankful for each day. This simple habit helped me focus on the positive aspects of my life and cultivate a sense of appreciation. Additionally, I worked on reframing setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. For example, instead of viewing a mistake as a failure, I saw it as a chance to gain valuable insight. This chapter taught me that perspective is a powerful tool for enhancing resilience and well-being. Dr. Smith's insights encouraged me to approach life with curiosity and optimism, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. By embracing a mindset of gratitude and learning, I found greater peace and fulfillment in everyday moments. Why has nobody told me this before? Taught me that mental health is not about avoiding struggles, but about equipping ourselves with tools to navigate them. By understanding my emotions, building resilience, and practicing self-compassion, I began creating a life of greater balance and fulfillment. What steps can you take to enhance your mental well-being? Remember, the journey to emotional health starts with small, intentional actions that empower you to thrive. With patience and practice, you can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and live a life rooted in strength and self-awareness.